Hello, girls.
Hi.
So good to see,
Hello.
when the videos are on, it makes me feel so amazing. So I can see Smita today. And yeah, Nalu Maushi, I can't see, but then still, like most of the windows, I can see people, and it really feels nice. So how have you been?
All good.
Excellent.
All good,
Super.
awesome. All peacocks dancing is what I can see. And have you been practicing things? What has happened? I didn't really ask you yesterday about the homework and stuff, but if if you could just quickly tell me what is that one thing which you've been practicing consistently. I would like to know that. Aditi, I see you unmuted, so just start.
I practice a lot of Ho'oponopono. A
Fabulous.
lot.
Okay.
So it kind of just makes me practice gratitude, uh, apologetic, and acceptance in terms of as a holistic
Yeah.
angle. So, yes, a lot of that. And by default, a lot of gratitude. The moment I see amazing numbers, the first thing that comes to me is arigato.
Nice. All right. Good to know. What I'm reading, Rashmi has written writing gratitude every day. And that's such a wonderful practice. How many of you practice writing? Like any kind of journaling, writing app. I saw Pallavi's, and she's been such a sincere student, I must say. She that weekend
Thank
she
you.
literally has written down that that of course I get everything that So it has been so wonderful to see you girls. Pallavi, please
Just
share
to,
how do you feel about it?
yeah, I was just going to do that. And when you asked, my first thing was what I practice. Uh, this thing that you told me that, of course, we are going to, of course, I'm going to get this thing, or of course, I'm going to see this thing like this. Of course, I'm going to get a great job very soon, and it will be with this. And I'm trying to be more specific. That is what I have
Yeah.
been reading, because I've been reading so many affirmations. My husband keeps asking me, Prashant, कितना पढ़ती रहती है क्या पढ़ती रहती है क्या पढ़ती रहती है I'm like, yeah, yeah. But now he knows what I keep reading. So it's really helping me be on that path for a very very long time. So even if I have to get into a negative zone, I immediately pop out. It's like that. So
Yeah.
it really
The
helps.
bounce back
So I was
time
just
is
writing,
much
yeah.
quicker. Yeah.
It's really quick. So that day when you told me that, right, wolf magic begin now, so I just thought that day I was sitting and I just wrote it down
Oh
because I was feeling good.
wow.
So I mean, it really feels good because your mind is there, and it feels great. So all
Wonderful.
credit to my
Wonderful
husband,
to know
and
that.
it feels good.
Nice, nice. So who else? What are your regular practices? I just want to hear. So
I also
okay.
practice. I'll
Yeah.
tell
Yes,
Chilpa ma'am.
Smita. Yeah. I'm
Yeah,
just taking you in. Yeah.
I also practice daily gratitude only. Daily, I write a morning. I start with writing gratitude, and
Super.
it's make me feel very confident and like a magic. It's means it's happened
So you
everything.
write gratitude for the things which have happened the day prior. How do you
Yeah,
do it? Or
day prior, and I just regular basis I write this. I'm grateful for my life. I'm grateful for getting what I want. Means whatever I yesterday I get, then I'm grateful for my parents. I'm
very
grateful
nice.
for the house. Means daily I routine and newly the arigato which you told that I practice, and
Yeah.
whatever new things I come to know, I just start practicing. And that day you gave us homework to do. So you told me to write, I love and accept myself as I am. So that I have wrote this.
Very
I
nice.
have a habit of writing, means writing
Good.
gratitude,
Good.
practicing.
And again, what it does is it goes deeper in your subconscious and it starts working on the roots where the issues are. So it is a good idea to write. And I'm just because we are on this gratitude, I'm also reading what people. So Rashmi has written that she shared this habit of writing gratitude with a friend, and her friend has also started enjoying it since December. So that's so wonderful that you are inspiring others again, And Anu has written that she does Ho'oponopono and gratitude and affirmations, angel numbers, switch words every single day. And I know that because that's how Anu has been a manifestation queen. Like the way she manifests is like this, literally like this, the amount of effort she's been putting in. I think that's what, sometimes I feel that I just need to take a tuition from Anu, in terms of that discipline of writing things. So it is so wonderful. Thanks, Smita. Thanks, Anu, Pallavi, Aditi, Shmeet, anybody else who has some other practice or anything which you've learned from here and you're
Just
practicing it.
one I would like to
Yes,
add.
Pallavi.
In past 15 days, I have started practicing what I want to see. So today, if I want my day to be amazing, I think this is the simple trick that is going on, and
Yeah,
even in viral videos we keep reading. So
yeah,
I'm like, let's follow this. Usually, past few days I was feeling a bit low, so I used to tell myself, no, I'm feeling amazing. I'll have a very uh, fabulous day, and I'll do this. So come on, I may not reach to fabulous, but I still feel absolutely content in the end of the day,
yeah,
and I
yeah.
achieve. It helps me achieve my objectives, whatever it is. At least I
So,
reach.
what you said is so apt. Like, what you must typically do is what Smita just said, that you start the day with your gratitude. It could be for your earlier day or some general gratitude. And then you do an anticipatory gratitude for the day which is going to happen. So if you have a meeting schedule, if you have, whatever your days are planned, even if you're like going to be cooking something,
Yeah,
anticipatory think of that, that dish has become so beautiful, so amazing, so tasty, and that people are like, you are feeling very content, it is very nutritious, the person who's eating is it is, really appreciating you for the. So when you start doing
getting
these things, it you set the frequency of gratitude, and then that's what keeps rolling in. And in fact, that is what I am going to be discussing today, and it is a concept called as frequency holders. So, who are frequency holders? I think each one of us is a frequency holder. We are holding on to a particular idea or a particular quality, and we actually hold the frequency of that particular thing. Yeah. So then you can hold the frequency of love, you can hold the frequency of positivity, you can hold the frequency of peace, you can hold the frequency of joy, you can hold the frequency of gratitude, like what you have been right now sharing with me. You can hold a frequency of kindness, you can hold a frequency of generosity. It's up to you what frequency you want to hold. Yeah. There are so again, like what we continue to what we spoke yesterday. So there are people who are applauded, appreciated, acknowledged in the world for their good deeds. And then there are people who are frequency holders with their little acts. They are still doing some amazing stuff and holding the frequency of love or gratitude or peace or joy. And you may not see them under the limelight, but they are still those frequency holders, because of which that little part of the world is beautiful. you know so this is about holding that frequency, and it is for you to make a choice that which frequency do you want to hold. Yeah, so this term has been coined by Eckhart Tolle. So if you've heard about him, he's the famous author for The Power of Now, Practicing Now, all this. So those who have not read, please read Eckhart Tolle's books, and it's largely about coming in this moment. Being in this moment, arriving in this moment. I'm just reading that. I said there is a lot of echo. Okay, no problem. So yeah, you could leave and join again. So basically, this is a term coined by him, and what he talks about is there are these people who hold frequencies, and we each one of us is a frequency holder. Sometimes unknowingly, we are holding that frequency unknowingly, and hence things are happening. Like just before we started, Anu and I, we were discussing about one of her projects in Germany, which she's a co-founder of. Anu, if you don't mind, and with your permission, if I can share. Yeah. So the thing is, they started it more than a year ago. An year, yeah. So, but then, like when they started it, it was full of enthusiasm and zeal and energy. All right. And of late, I've been hearing from her that they've not found a good investor, and they were waiting for things, and things have not yet happened. And somewhere I started hearing these statements like, if this happens, it happens, it's okay, otherwise we are just okay, even if it doesn't work or whatever, each one of us will have our own thing. And it was almost like, not knowingly, absolutely unknowingly, because when she started and even today, she's been putting equal efforts. But look at the frequency which she was holding. Okay, कि ये होता है तो होता है, नहीं होता है तो भी मेरे पास दूसरा काम है. All right. So I heard it, and I've been hearing it for quite some time. And that's again something which we were discussing before, that this is what Shilpa does when Shilpa hears it very often, and then she starts feeling you. So what I did was, I actually told her that, just imagine that, you have this company is a being, okay, a person, and you're talking about that person and saying कि तो है नहीं है तो भी ठीक है, मेरे पास दूसरे तो है दोस्त. All right. Or you know imagine what are the emotions going to be. Is that person going to feel wanted? Is that person going to feel motivated? Is that person going to feel that, I really want to do something and achieve something or whatever? No, because the talks from the founder and the co-founder has been कि ये चलता है तो चलता है and ठीक है, so and I gave her a big lecture. Like right now I'm really summing it up very, very quickly, and I just actually asked her to think about this. And I said, see, the thing is, you have already given up, so the universe is not going to manifest this. नहीं मिलने वाला कोई भी, पक्का पक्का नहीं मिलने वाला, because inside your head is नहीं मिले तो भी चलेगा, तो then क्यों होगा ना. And again, just a few minutes before, that is what I said, that with her it is like you give her one shot and she's going to instantly take it, and that learning is something she really picks up very, very quickly. So in the last 2 days she has definitely worked on her mind, and today she says there are so many people who are showing interest and things are happening on that project, right, which did not happen for so many months and just happened in 2 days. How? It is just the frequency which has changed. She is tuned into the right radio frequency, so she's listening to the right channel and can hear the songs. So it is like, you want to जीतूराज को सुनना है तो रेडियो मिर्ची में ट्यून इन करो, 98.3 पे ट्यून करो. 98.0 पे करोगे तो वो खर 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 सब वो ही सुनाई देगा, गाने नहीं सुनाई देंगे. Yeah. So that tuning in is important, and holding on to that frequency is equally important. When you start holding on to frequency and you start vibrating at that frequency, things change in your experience. So now, what is the frequency that you want to hold? Now think about it and just put it in the chat box, that what is that you want to hold right now? What is that frequency which you, because whatever you decide, the frequency which you want to hold, that is going to happen, that is going to get created. So think about it and start putting it in the chat box. Which frequency do you want to hold? And if you want to talk, I'm absolutely game to listen to you. Yes, Aditi.
So Shilpa, I do this since last almost 10-15 days is what I'm doing this. So for whatever reasons, I'm moving out my Thane flat. I want to sell it off to set off my certain liabilities. So all I say to myself is, I'm living a debt-free life. and that's something that I am continuously. So the change that I have seen is, instead of having a pressure of, ghar kab bikega, I'm a little more relaxed, and you know rather I would say I'm already living that life without tension. So it has already kind of easing it out, but this is what I have kind of coined, that again, my own thoughts. I don't know, I've not read anything anywhere, but this is what I have been practicing, that I'm living a debt free life right now, so I don't know, I'm opening it for your suggestions, if in case there's any changes.
And so I was about to ask you, so if you're okay for me to modify this,
Yes.
I want to bring it to your attention that the debt free also still has debt, you know.
Hmm.
So when you are saying debt free, what is exactly going to happen? You will be financially,
Abundant.
you will be
Finan-
financially abundant, financially stable, financially free, financially what growing, increasing, whatever, all those
yeah.
things. So the fact is that if you're financially abundant, this it is automatically going to help
Setting
you
it
to
off,
clear
and
the debt, right?
yeah.
So if you can start saying that instead of saying
Hmm.
this,
Okay.
so that I'm financially abundant, I'm financially stable. You could start with financially stable first,
Hmm.
okay, and then increase the frequency to, uh, like I'm my finances are growing, and then move to abundance. You could do that, so that you're like slowly fine tuning your
Okay.
subconscious now, so that will
Mm-hmm.
help. So initially you can hold a frequency of I am financially stable.
Okay.
Okay, so there is stability. And then you move to my, there's one affirmation I have said and I've seen magic. And this was like many, many years back, but I know that even now when I go back to that affirmation, it works for me. So check that. My income is constantly increasing through known and unknown sources, easily and effortlessly. So in that way, what happens is it can come from known sources, like जो कि जहाँ से revenue आ रहा है, for you, your business or whatever, and through unknown sources also. Yeah, like you don't know from where, and
Yeah.
easily and effortlessly you can add joyfully and gracefully. So you're actually enhancing the frequency. Jitna you go
Mm-hmm.
on adding these things, so just check how it feels. My income is constantly increasing. This is one. My income is constantly increasing easily and effortlessly. Check what feels different inside. My income is constantly increasing easily and effortlessly, joyfully and gracefully. That is again making you feel. I mean, I am feeling nice. I don't know about you. This is what I can talk about myself. And then move to my income is continuously increasing easily and effortlessly, joyfully and gracefully through known and unknown sources. Yeah. So that's
Yes.
that's what you have to start doing, like really fine tune and polish it. Polish it. Yeah. So all right. So I'm seeing there are some other this. Thank you, Aditi. Thank you so much for coming up. This really adds, so much value to this conversation which we have, really, when you come and talk about it. Okay, so Smita, do you want me to take this in the open or what?
Yeah, you can take because you know everything about me. There is nothing to hide.
Yeah, so
And
lovely.
I am waiting for so many years to have my own family. Own means I have my parents, but my own family has I want my husband, my children, my own house. I
Yeah,
want to live that life,
yeah,
and
yeah,
which I'm very much missing out that in my life.
yeah.
So, and I'm thinking every means now sometime happens like this also. नहीं यार अभी नहीं हो सकता है अभी टाइम निकल गया ऐसे भी लगता है ऐसे भी कभी कभी this also is coming in my mind
Mm,
because you know
yeah,
everything about
yeah,
me that
yeah, yeah.
बस
So,
दोनों हो रहा है
let's start with something just like what I told Aditi na, keep financially stable. So let's start with something which is acceptable to the mind. Okay, because if I directly go into that, I'm having my, I'm having a good life with my husband, children, my house and family. Well, right now, it may not seem very real, and so then the
Yeah.
mind can just say, "Par hai to nahi," that can be there. So what is there currently? What is there is you already have a family which is good, which is nice. You already
Yes.
have a very pretty house, which is again,
Yes.
something very beautiful. So start working on that first. And I am grateful. And then when you're doing this, just just visualize the additional members. I am grateful for my loving family, loving harmonious family relationships. Yeah, and the amazing time I have with my children. I think you have a nephew, right?
Yes, yes, I have
Yeah,
nephew.
yeah.
Nephew,
In
niece.
in my lovely house, which is filled with love. All right,
Yeah.
and then you can start. Then from here you start moving to. I love welcoming all the new family members, and it is even more love. So, or I open the doors of my house for new family members to enter, and especially for the love of my life to enter in this house, in
Okay.
my heart, in my home, in my life. So start ऐसे करके धीरे धीरे वो frequency बढ़ाओ. All right.
Okay.
Yeah, because right now just start with what you have and have a lot of like, I'm so grateful for this karke, then you start moving to increase. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. Sure.
And
I will do this.
frequency. Yes, yes. And
Sure.
of course, before we end, I'll tell you one more step which you are all going to add, but I'm just right now taking up all the other resources. Thank you, Smita. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So I'm checking. Okay. So Rashmi, how to manifest things where I'm doing my part, but then there are many things which are out of my control. Exactly. So, we don't have to take the controls in our hand. That is the best thing. Because with universe, it is like placing that order at Pizza Hut or Domino's. That is the confidence we have to have. Like you pick up these days, okay, on the app, you just put that order and तुम लोग भूल जाते हो. You keep the phone aside and भूल भी गए हो कि मैंने क्या order किया है. This is, or not just the pizza. Think of those online things which you shop. Okay. बहुत बार ऐसे होता है कि you have placed an order and you've just forgotten कि मैंने ये order place किया था. And जब वो वॉचमैन बोलता है कि मैम आपका कोई पार्सल आया, तो यू कीप थिंकिंग हाँ मैंने तो कुछ ऑर्डर किया ही नहीं, क्या है क्या है क्या है. And then, oh yeah, I ordered this, I had completely forgotten it. So what did you do? You actually just left it to the universe, and somewhere inside you were sure कि ये तो आने वाला है. You didn't even think about it. You were not waiting. तुम दरवाजे में वेट नहीं कर रहे थे कि ये कब आएगा. You're not constantly checking on your app कि ये कब आएगा. See, you know what? Amazon sends you those trackers and things. How many of us literally track it? हम लोग वो ऑर्डर प्लेस करें, लार्जली हम लोग भूल जाते हैं. हम लोग वो ऑर्डर, तभी जो चीज अच्छी लगती है, we do place the order. And then that's like today this happened. Like in fact it has happened yesterday and we have forgotten it so much कि कल वो वॉचमैन ने हमें फोन करके बताया कि there is a parcel down there and we forgot. आज का दिन गया, अल्टीमेटली वो वॉचमैन लेके आया कि भाई ले लो. This is what we have to do to the universe. कि वो आके ले, ऐसे आना चाहिए कि भाई ले लो ना, तैयार है, रेडी है, रखा है, लेके तो जाओ. So imagine, think of all those things which you want in your life, like Smita's beautiful house and husband and children. So the universe literally comes like this with parcel and say, hey, you know what, please take, this is all ready, so just take this. And we are मतलब हम भूल गए. So what did we do? Surrendered. We and that surrender is a big word which you have to do maybe somewhere consciously, but what I am asking you to do is forget it. छोड़ दो. Do your job of setting that intent and just tell yourself that I'm so confident कि ये आने ही वाला है. Just like your the pizza order कि ये तो आने ही वाला है, तो मुझे सिर्फ प्लेट निकालनी है और खानी है. जैसे जब भी पिज्जा आएगा तो डाल के खा लेना है. That's about it. So take it. When you are able to leave all your controls to this level, it will happen like this. As much you are following it up and checking it, it starts moving ahead and ahead. But then the game of manifestation is, and that's where I'm coming. It's almost 9:30, so I want to give you this. So the thing is, let's say whatever we discussed last week also, like the statement is, of course I always get what I want, okay, or of course, I'm so grateful that I've always been given what I want, or I have this. That is definitely there. What I want you to do is, every night before you sleep, visualize all of this, whatever, like एक चीज की जो frequency आप hold कर रहे हो. So right now I'm just taking Smita's thing, where you give that frequency, like matlab you are so much vibrating, it's not anything separate from you, it is you. So you will literally feel those vibrations in your body. Yeah. And that's where you're like literally almost touching him. Smita, I'm talking to you. And he's
I'm
there
listening.
with you. He's there with you in your house, like yours as in aap dono ka house. All right. And think of all those things, that how is your bedroom going to be, and you give a lot of energy to the smaller details, and do your gratitude and just go off to sleep. सुबह
Yeah,
उठ के
sure.
कुछ नहीं सोचना है. Okay, even if the thought comes, tell yourself कि वो तो आने वाला है ना, तो कब तक मुझे तो रेडी होने दो, मुझे मेरा काम है, वो तो आएगा. All right. So
Yeah,
just do that, and then रात को वापस सोने के पहले एक बार ये करो, and then walk.
sure.
All right.
Feel good. Listening only.
So see, there are 9 people right now there, and I don't know how many are going to listen on the YouTube, but ये 9 लोग तो तुम्हारे शादी में आएंगे जरूर.
Sure. I will call them all.
Absolutely. I have all literally for this girl though, I have always visualized that Christian wedding, Smita in that beautiful gown and all of that. So I really am going to see her there.
Even
We
I have
already
once
have an invitation.
visualized.
We already have an invitation. We're not gonna
Yes,
wait for
yes.
it.
Hey.
Of course. Even I have seen once in my dream. I have told you, na, I have seen everyone.
Yes.
I have seen especially you all standing and laughing at me, saying good.
Now the good thing of this communities, and that is what let's do now, because the reason we are meeting is not only to manifest our own wishes, dreams, desires. All right, it is to also give energy to others' dreams. So right now, like so I'm just reading what Pallavi has put. She's holding she's doing these practices is what she's written. All right. The practice of gratitude, clarity in thought, vision, hope, and joy, all of these things. What I am saying is, even if you don't know what is Anu trying to manifest, even if you don't know what is Rashmi trying to manifest, even if you don't know what is Kirti trying to manifest, or what is Aditi trying to manifest, you have seen these people now. All right, you start doing this before you go off to sleep. Yeah, just visualize and say whatever these girls are asking for, I want to see that happen, and universe just bless them with what they want. And when you start asking for you know people, the universe is going to send it multifold back to you. That is a given. That will, I mean, that is going to happen. So that is one thing. And the other secret is, whatever you want in your life, specifically pick that thing and start giving that to others. When it is love, give lots of love to others. When it is money, start whatever capacity. So again, people ask that, अगर मुझे ही पैसा चाहिए तो मैं कहाँ से लोगों को पैसा दूंगा? But do things which you can, in some way, which either give them an idea, or it can be a smallest thing. Again, paisa is paisa. 1 rupee is also paisa. 10 rupees is also paisa. 1000 rupees is also paisa. 10,000 is also paisa. All of this is paisa. It is all Lakshmi. Yeah, whatever you believe that money is, that energy. So whatever you are lacking, give exactly that. If it is joy, give lots of joy to others. If it is peace, give lots of peace to others. If it is love, give lots of love to others. And I can assure you, it is most definite that it will come back. Most definite. Just that what happens is, all of us, when we are like with each other, we have this boost. the morale boost. And sometimes when we are on our own, we tend to forget. And that's the reason I just thought, let's do something like this. The idea is to only boost each other's morale, give each other that push, that motivation that we require to manifest things. And that's so the workshop is about optimism, but I really want you to go back feeling optimistic that this can happen. This of course the universe will give me. कहाँ जाएगा, आने ही तो वाला है. So the Prince Charming is going to be coming for Smita, for Prince Charming. So is going to be like whatever the best deals for Aditi, for Pallavi, for Rashmi, everything for Anu. Whatever you want to manifest is going to, it's already there in the parallel universe. वो already हो चुका है. You only have to vibrate at a frequency it will be seen in your universe. It is already there in the parallel universe. That's it. It is totally manifested. So just believe and it will come. Yeah. So before you go off to sleep, do it so that your subconscious mind meditates on that visual for the next 8 hours or whatever 6 hours that you sleep. And when you wake up, you just can do an anticipatory gratitude that, oh, thank you so much. That's it. And then they chew for it. All right. All right. What do you want?
Yes.
This is superb. I'm gonna like this. To the imagination thing. I think that's just. I'm already excited for it.
I am glad. Please do that. I like what Anu has manifested in 2 days. I really want to see each of your wishes coming true like that. And that's how we can really make this world such a beautiful place, where everybody is happy, healthy, wealthy. Okay.
We are surely going to do this today. All of us, I think.
Nice.
Shilpa, this is something of a coincidence. I would like to share just 2 minutes, guys,
No
if you can be with me. What Shilpa just shared, it's a huge coincidence for me that I have just started doing all this, like visualizing. क्या होता है कि कभी कभी कुछ ऐसा इवेंट हो जाता है जिसमें हम लोग एकदम खो जाते हैं. So rather than I was like, I'm bored, being there now. Let's get out of it and do something else. So I have started getting into this, and thanks to Shilpa only. Since the time I've met her, I've got this little changes in my life. Even prior my wedding, I think she had told me कि you start visualizing how you want your life to be. Of course, see, nothing will come very immediately, but I think it will take time and it will come to you in that way. But the only thing is we have to be clear.
So Pallavi, right now you already have set in a limited belief while you were talking. You put a condition saying nothing will come immediately, but in time it will come. So if that is the belief system, nothing will come immediately, but in time it will come. So if you're happy and okay with that, you can continue.
Please help me out. I need to change this.
So again, that's what I started. I think this day one, I think I said that if you think it cannot happen, it will not. If you think it will happen, it can. Yeah. So if you think that it will not happen immediately, it will not. If you think that it will happen immediately,
it will happen immediately, of course. So here comes the of course part where I think I have to focus more. Of course it will happen
immediately. Absolutely.
Yeah, of course I'm gonna go shopping very soon, and I'm going to get some amazing stuff.
Now you're talking. Chalo.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Have a great night of manifestation, girls. And girls, tomorrow is a big night. It is the biggest manifestation night. Tomorrow is the Mahashivratri. Please make the most, whatever your belief systems are, whatever rituals you do on Mahashivratri, really do. Believe me, once upon a time, when I was in a very bad state, specifically this night, I started my rituals at 6 p.m. in the evening, and I stopped at 6 a.m. in the morning. I did it for continuously for 12 hours. Yeah. And post that night, my life shifted to like another level. Yeah. So there have been many such milestones in my life which have lifted me to another level. But specifically, I remember that this is that one night where I've done and I've seen the results of this. So whatever chanting you do, whatever you've been, prayers you do, please do, because tomorrow is a big night. Yeah. And tomorrow, okay, I will ensure that yeah, so Rashmi is asking anything specific we should do tomorrow. So one is your chant of Om Namah Shivaya, as many you could do. You could, actually put the Bel Patra and that. But agar wo kuch bhi nahi hai, you must do Manas Puja. Just remember this, because lockdown has taught us that we can do our pujas and our festivals without flowers and stuff. I remember last Gudi Padwa, we didn't even get flowers for our puja, and we still did. Na? It was still a new year for us. What is going to change is, again, we were just now talking about holding the frequency. Just do a complete puja the way you want to decorate, do things with your board. Like you want to bring thousands of flowers and thousands of bel patra, do it in your head. Just visualize that while you're chanting, and that you're putting one bel patra. So it could be 1008 times, whatever. But that is what is important, because it's not what we are actually going to physically give. That just makes us feel good. But you remembering him itself is, and there is upavas that people do. So the meaning of upavas is upa and vas. So going closer to someone. All right. So by chanting, by remembering, you're going to go closer to him. So that is one. There is another, the jap, and that is the Mahamrutyunjay mantra, which is Om Trambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukumiva Bandhanat Mrityor Mukshedya Mamritat. So you could say that, but simple is Om Namah Shivaya. Yeah. And it is because it is the night. So if you start in the evening, and as much you can do till night, and even when you sleep, so that is what it is said. That's what I just now said. No? Whatever you said in the night before you sleep, just before you sleep, you want to run through your mind. So if you've been chanting since evening, yes, since morning, तो अब just सो जाओगे तो भी वो चालू रहेगा. Yeah. And intend that and sleep. And surrender everything to Shiva. Ask him to destroy that which is not useful to you, destroy that which is blocking you, destroy that which is not allowing you to progress. So make use of that night tomorrow. All right. Okay. Bye bye. I'll see you. Yeah, I was about to say that tomorrow I'm going to make it, but just that I have a full day, a beautiful training happening, and so I'm hoping to reach in time and talk to all of you.
Okay.
Yeah. Bye. See you tomorrow.
Bye.
We will wait for you.
Yes.
At least for some time.
Bye everyone.
Bye.
Take care. Bye bye.